Well, hello there. Greetings, welcome, all that good stuff. Just need to quickly check this notification. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get started, shall we? Now, the thing that I didn't prepare myself for, voices. You don't need the gulps, the chokes, and the splutter. Don't you know Baron to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Not even a proper greeting either. Look here. Lally ho! The name's Giot. Lally ho! See? Now that's a greeting. Lally ho's aside, just who are you anyway? They said remember someone like you if never met. You're from the strange land as same strange land as a crystal exarch, you say. Well. It's not so the exarch is. He knows things, right? He's got some sort of mystical powers. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Exactly you as someone with powers like the likes which this world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see. Well, one in particular. A healer? Another half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. Wish I could take your word for it. Since you sound just like what I'm looking for. But I'll have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here, the sin eater I hunt ain't no average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure I'm not leading you to your grave. That'd be bad for both of us. So you get yourself over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd and we'll see what you got. Forest of the Lost Shepherd would be somewhere around Fort Job, I think. Now, I ain't 100% sure if it is, but I think it is. Oh, nice. It actually was. Hello there, Gia. Oh, same today. Glad you found the place alright. Now for the prey. That'll do. Now just take a deep breath and... Hey! Your mother was a hobgoblin and you ain't much to look at neither! Come here and face me, a craven poop. Though Jet lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. Seems like it will have to be dealt with. Didn't even have a chance to, like, attempt to heal them. You're alright, alright. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Ah, see? That wasn't so bad. I reckon I broke 3 out. So ribs, at least 1 femur there. My bones feel just fine now. Better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble. Think you're just what I'm looking for after all? We can talk about the rest back at the Crystarium over a drink or 3. The folks at the Wandering Stars, not to keep them coming. Give me that. Oh, there's a Crystarium here. Don't want to accidentally head to the Raktika Greatwood. Mind you, I can just use my eyes. Always helps to use one's eyeballs. So I found out recently, which may be kind of sad, that the Halloween event for Final Fantasy isn't till November. It's like November 2nd or something. Kind of sad, but you know, what can you do? So unfortunately we won't have any October Final Fantasy Halloween, but at least this week we have 2 Destiny Halloweens, and we have two Fed streams. Wouldn't that be fun? Need that one from me as well. Nothing like a flag in the veil after a well-earned victory. Did you hit your head? Oh yes, and hard. The beast gave me a trouncing. Really exceeded my expectations. As did you. Ha! Whatever you want to call what we just did. Doing it helped us understand each other, sure enough. I've seen that you're a masterful fighter. And you learned that I'm fearless as the stone, and so a fellowship is forged. But I'm sure you won't get yourself killed. I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues. Suffragine. Nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues look like one of the fools who brought the flood upon us. But this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Limit. Disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but Suffragine being out there, looking all dwarf-like, oh, don't help. The Council of Elders don't want to live with the shame of Limit's sins no more. So the head of the council, the eldermost elder, stay with me here, gave me a job to hunt down Suffragine, slay it. See that I don't keep sullying our good name. I'm the strongest warrior, So if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine. I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having though is that Sophrosine keeps healing itself and well, it's deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamit herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sophrosine's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around carefree as you please, resurrecting other Sin Eaters. We may be up to our eyeballs in them forever if we can't do anything about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Lamit doesn't deserve your scorn, you know. Listen, I know you have your own ways, and that's just fine. Whether you care much for a dwarven other or not, you'll have to agree that Sin Eater can raise its fellows from the grave. It's a danger to us all. As for Lamit, you'd know that being a dwarf's about respecting tradition, and she never did. Never. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamit roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those that weren't kin. You full well that it would dishonour her and us all. Did it anyway. And there's a part about bringing doom upon the world. Not one of our taboos really, but generally frowned upon. And now she's back, face bare to the world, a Sin Eater. What can make a dwarf go so wrong? Ah, we have ale to drink and Sin Eaters to hunt. In that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I need a few more flagons to restore my vigour, and by few I mean about 100. Come find me later. You don't need the gulps. Who are you? You're looking at me? You got something to say? Got you, huh? Ha! Of course I remember my new partner. And I ain't drunk neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than, well, that much I had to get me under the table. And now you know one more thing about me. This will only strengthen our fellowship, I'm sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're going to take down Sophrosine. So I'm thinking we should start with observation. Get to look at its healing powers, let you see what we're dealing with. Now, the perfect place to overhear the right sort of information. If you listen. Don't get the wrong idea. Don't let it get in the way of no important drinking, but do pay attention. Anyway, what I heard is Sophrosine's been spotted around Kalusha. Then I remembered there's a little pub over in Stilltide, the Leaky Keel, it's called. They might make a decent brew. Some of the folks there might be able to point us in the right direction. Maybe. Although I feel a lot more drinking will be had. Yeah, we've been to 2 zones on this quest, both of them have been raining. Just what are you looking at? Fine, no need to give me that murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. At Giat, you think to yourself, always drinking and lounging about, and drinking some more. What a sluggard, what a drunkard, what a magnificent beard. Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. Really should work on finding you a sense of humour. Dealing with that, maybe deal with that after Sophrosine. Might take a while. Anyway, you'll be happy to hear that whilst I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. Also some excellent wine, which... No, information first. Right, so according to local fish folk, quite a few Sin Eaters have turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. Let's just we go there, kill as many as we can find. can't say for sure where Sophrosine will appear next, but if it's in the area, I will pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? Alright, one. And while we're at it, you can vent some of that pent-up rage you've got. You don't need to be pretty, as long as it gets the job done. Just make sure to find me again before Sophrosine shows up, you hear? Alright. Try to find out if I forgot to like unmute. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Ba 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 ba. Okay, so my battery is actually going up just very slowly. That's good. Because at least it's going up. Pardon me. That should do it. Now we wait to see if Sophrosine shows itself. Over in those bushes, say. Sorry, over in those bushes, say. And I've got the wine right here. In bushes. Behind rocks. There, that's it. See, revive the other one. Hey, what's wrong? Ah, my head aches. A lonely place to die. Well, that sounds even worse than I feared. Is someone there? You're alive? Oh, why didn't you say so? Can't do much for the dead, but the living. Whole other matter. Can't believe it. All my wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. You sure are lucky that I passed by. I really might have died, you know. Well, you'll have no argument from me. I was a fool. Thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have had friends lying in wait. So much crossed my mind. Oh. The thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have friends lying in wait never so much crossed my mind. Never been out here alone. With your magic keeping me fighting, though, the numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't look like you have a party of your own yet. And I could certainly use a man like you on my side. I'm no man, you unripened gourd. I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lemon, proud daughter of the Thull family. If I ever catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back where I found you, you hear? Yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend. That beard misled me, you see. And that's all. Cadbert treasure. You certainly look the hero. Now let's see if you act like one. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Samtony? Hey, you! Honorless lout, half-empty flagon, mangy pox-bearer. Your mother was a hob and your face looks like a newborn's butt. That was colourful. Straight-faced as always. A refreshing round of insults always cheers me up. But I'm starting to wonder if you have as much trouble with fun as you do with jokes. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? Eh. Fine, fine. Never mind. At least we got what we came for, and you didn't miss much. After Sophrosyne brought the other eater back to life, they both floated off to who knows where. But what happened to you? Saw Sophrosyne? No. The real Lamet's past? Ha! You'd have some kind of weird power. Sounds to me like what you witnessed was the beginning of Lamet's journey, right after she left home. It's odd. They say she was wearing her helm. And she helped out that injured traveller just like any dwarf of honor would do? Maybe she wasn't born a monster, but then... Don't sit right with me neither. But standing around wondering about it won't do nothing but make us thirsty. We're done here. Let's go back to the Crystarium. To the Crystarium. You might have noticed some repeatable quests like up this way on that map. We're not going to bother with those because those are the like weekly Neo ones. I know that do continue the story for the Neo Red series, but I'll be honest, it's like 10 minutes and I'd need to think out how to pad out the rest of the stream. There's nothing like a flagon of ale after a job well done. Don't give me that look. I did stuff this time, you saw. And you also saw Sophrosyne work its magic, but since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I guess you didn't have no sudden revelation how to stop it. Don't worry, I don't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. I'll need you to remember what you saw today. Keep that in mind, and maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. Me? I like to think while I drink. The most efficient way. So you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when we have a plan. of the eyes eyeing you, presumably. You have nowhere to tell. Ah. Lally-ho! Looks like you've been training hard. And in fact, your muscles so much bigger. It's almost like there's the three of you. Yes, I'm joking, as you know. But you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sophrosine while you were at it. Don't worry. I have another test in mind that'll get us more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. Unexpected work. Sin Eaters ain't like us, or like any sort of normal creature. But by seeing our healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it don't work. And then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Sophrosine. I've heard from folk passing through that stray Sin Eaters find their way to Armor Ring pretty often. Maybe at Modsuk. Well, get ready for carnage. Modsuk. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I'm really sad that the Darktide beta ended at 10 AM. You know, I heard that liquor ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets a job done with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That G-Art always down in one ale or another, you think to yourself. And so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous and I just can't take it anymore. You quietly weep on the inside. How sympathetic I am, but my drinking is important. No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels a fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine, you leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice up some Sin Eaters. In the time it takes you to finish off this mod swill here. Just gulp that down and come and find me. Southeast of here. You'll see. A finished bottle of the alcohol. Apparently purchased by Giot. Sits up on the mat. A local concoction. Within is a deep brown. From it wafts a stench that you can only describe as atrocious. Sure, why not? You hold your nose, gulp down the remaining liquid. At first, you taste only pain. But then you note the aftertaste. It's the flavor of the void, with a hint of feet. Amazing! You finish! All of non-mod customers. Of all non-mod customers, only you and Dwarf ever drink so much. Probably because it tastes of pain and the void and feet. I can't imagine that tasting nice. See, your average Sin Eater's no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. I got the power of tradition and alcohol on my side, but that doesn't even. Ah! As a matter of fact, I put down another just before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. Pretty gross. Landed in all the wrong places with its bits poking out and the like. So, I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit it's an effective strategy. And now that we've got our Sin Eater patient, you can try it healing on it. Go on. Wow. As we thought, nothing. You figure out why of it? I think it was never really alive to begin with. Right that. Sin Eaters may look like people or beasts, but like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them. Keeps on going like a winding automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. But if Sophrosyn's power ain't like healing magic we know, then what is it? Also, I also wonder why it don't come and revive this one. Just too far away to take notice? Then again, never heard tell of it appearing in Holminster Switch either. How many Sin Eaters got killed there? You'd think it'd take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? All too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. I wonder if the ones that it's resurrecting used to be dwarves. Or maybe it's just because of the zone that it's in. It might be due to the zone actually, because Limit was like just walking around like the zone when she found Dad, but could be that. Mod stuff's alright. This here is fine ale. At least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, will it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time, it can't be good for you. In the silent staring is you see Mama Rose. We won't kill Sophrosyn any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work. Figuring out what Sophrosyn does. Why Sophrosyn does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... Lally ho! I'd ask if you're here for a drink, but I know you ain't. Got that serious look about you, as usual. I've got my usual here too. With Roundwood, in fact. Ha! Why so few, you ask? Well, I stepped away for a while to do some research. That Moran bloke kicked me out of the Cabinet of Curiosity and banned me for life. Still just a wee bit of meat on the books, and he chases you out with the fury of 1,000 floods. That man could use a drink if you ask me. Oh crap. Every time. Do that. I'm pretty sure this is why it feels like it takes forever. Because I accidentally click on something and I need to find out what it was actually just said. Right, it wasn't this one. Wasn't this one. Jesus Christ, that's a short window. Oh my god. I barely have time to react. Oh, I even had it then as well. I thought I didn't. There we go. What's the glare for? Don't tell me you're siding with him over me. We're supposed to be partners. After I worked so hard to find this new information on Sophrosine. Drank so much, sat with all those dusty tomes until not one, but both of my buttocks went numb. So, did you find anything? No. What I went through at the cabinet? Your complete refusal to acknowledge anything I've done is kind of comforting, actually. Anyhow, I did get some new information from a reliable source. A drinking buddy of mine. Sophrosine was seen recently in Raktika Greatwood. We do some of our signature Eater slaying in the forest. There's a chance we'll draw it out. Figure that sitting around thinking is getting us nowhere. Research can only take us so far, so why not? Maybe fighting together will teach us something we couldn't learn otherwise. We can't kill it, but the two of us should be more than capable of getting a few whacks in and making an escape. I fought it before and come away fine. Mostly. No, that's the plan. We did Slitherbow. Then we go with Pummelin. Now to go meet the Knights Blessed. Slitherbow. Now the question is, will we go left or right? There you are. Didn't mention it earlier, but I've been here looking for Sophrosine before. I know almost everyone in Slitherbow, actually. Sure, they look like an odd lot at first, what with the worshipping the darkness and all. But once you get to know them, share a few drinks, they're not bad folks. Like a fine wine too. Maybe you can't get it anywhere else. Anyhow, they've been helping me while I enjoy the local spirits. And that Sophrosine has shown herself in the blind forest of Ixmaya, east of here. Let's get out there and slay a few Sin Eaters each, like we did before. See if that brings it to us. Yeah, it turns out we're going right. Might as well reduce some incoming damage. Oh yeah, I got this little boy. I have my Mandragora friend. Wonder why the other one took so much longer than this. Reduce incoming damage again. Like you do. Also, I can't help but notice we haven't had the ears out this whole time. Not that we've needed the ears out this whole time. Those things look freaky. Oh, I got a face chest. Right, that looks good. Well, not good, but you take my meaning. Now we settle in and hope Suffer seems feeling charitable today. Apologies. Where is it? I'm nearly out of wine. Sounds like there it is. Oh, there. Don't forget, you still need to find out how it does what it does. Make sure you're watching, not just walloping. It's pretty much just refilling them with light, right? Watch closely. Wait for it. There. Why doesn't it fix the other one though? Oh, fix our lives easier, I guess. Charge! Take down the weakling first. Wow, Physic is really weak. Now for Suffrage... Oh. Rep. How does it do that so fast? Right, divide and conquer then. You take Suffragine. Now then, if we stand closer, I should be able to go wha-bam! And that should hopefully target them as well. Rebuff the shield. That's the one. Well, that was the wrong one. It's a hammer that we needed to cast. Ah, take that, you. What? Did we do it? Aha, self-res. Of course not. The magic's so annoying. No offense intended. I'm telling you. Oh, not again. So, this is Guardian. Excited, Limit? Yes, of course, I've come this far, and I will claim the legacy of Ronka. Bum bum. Ba 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 ba. Ba bum ba ba ba. Alright, we've got Medica, Cure, Stun, Sooner, and Renew. Oop, no, we need a Sooner. There we go. Bum ba ba ba. Ba dum ba dum bum. Darkness, so that'll be blind. Or doom. Full cure should sort that. Keep everyone as topped up as I can. Bum, bum, ba, dum, ba. Oh god, that really hurt. Jeez. There we go. It's a good job I wasn't slightly lower on health. Everyone alright? All's well. Now, get where we came for. I don't even know why I read that as a H, that's clearly an F. The lost restorative magics of Ronka. Can you sense a power in it? Yes, there can be no mistake, Silver. This is it, and the only path is forward. Wise Guardian, in the name of the Royal House of Ronka, I implore you, grant me your knowledge. Damn it. Did it? The spell is mine at long last. And saved my sister. You will. We'll meet up with Brandon and Nilbert, and then we'll see you home. Hey! Oh, he of inferior beardliness! Eggface, Hobson, get it together, for stone's sake. Singing to the past is a nice trick and all, but could you maybe, oh, I don't know, wait till we're not in mortal peril next time? Driving Sophrosyn away without pulverizing you into the bargain was no mean feat. I won't, well, me. We'd both be dead right about now. Hope you learned something worth the trouble at least. Yeah, she was doing this all for her sister. So, Lemit was after a spell from old Ronka? That could be the secret of Sophrosyn's power, but hard to know for sure. Whatever Lemit did to pry those secrets out of the ruins was right complicated, by the sound of it. She took the power with her. We need to think on how we can confirm what we saw. Maybe find out what that magic actually does. Yes, over a nice cup of ale. No, mead. No, ale first, then mead. Sad we have to move away from there. But we can go. Expedient. Go. Meow. Then once our Nyam is gone, we can sprint and go meow. Maybe put away the Moogle bug. Bam. Wow. Nothing goes down so well after a fight than ale. Ain't no higher truth in this world than that. Don't give me those. Oh, there goes Giot, waxing philosophical about ale again. Eyes. Doing this for your own good. Claim that you never had a proper education. It's like this. You pick the right booze for the right job. Got your ale for before and after physical fights, of course. You also got your mead for reading, wine for singing, and hard liquor for those times when you need to tell some Hobson to go stick his head in the forge. Me, I'll be switching to the mead. I'm thinking I might find something about what happened to Lemit's sister if I look through the village's old annals. And hopefully I can get my hands on some historical records of Ronka. Lord be damned. I don't know what you'll be getting yourself into while I'm at it, but make sure you bring the right drink for the job. I'll let you know when I've got something worth pursuing. Masala chai, eh? There you are, I need it. Lesh mead. Yeah, you heard me, lesh. But more ale. Much more. Wait. You aren't the waitress. Oh, I know you want to say something, but you won't. You'll think that it'll just encourage me. Well, maybe that's what I want you to think. Or maybe... you know that's what I want you to think. All this time I thought I was annoying you, but actually... Nah, it can't be. All this rubbish about lost civilizations must be getting to me. I've read a dozen histories, and I still don't know nothing about that magic of Lemit's. What I did find, though, is where she would have gone if she wanted to see her sister. And it's in Tomra. So, what do you say? Come visit my home. I'll be waiting for you when we get there. Tomra. I like Tomra. Where you get the lolly hoey mat. Lally ho! I may have forgotten to tell Semthy how to get here. That's unfortunate. Come to think of it, I ain't sure he can get here. The tunnel's only for dwarves and... Semthy? Where do you come from? So it was you folks that got the ladder moving. Oh. Can't believe you managed that. And didn't even tell me. Just when you think you know a person. Yes, that's a joke. Anyhow, the place I want to show you is just over there. Follow me. Meow. Inside this cave, right? Yeah. A Sinita in here? Nothing to worry about. This monstrosity came flying at my face. Rudely, I might add, when I unsealed the old tunnels, but everything's under control. As you can see, it gave an old-fashioned dwarven decking. I gave it an old-fashioned dwarven decking. Old tunnels. Yeah, they're the reason I brought you here. Can't say I was expecting such a nasty welcome, but maybe I should have. Let me explain. We don't use it no more, but before the flood, dwarves lived in this place. Only the sick ones mind. In those days, there was an illness called stone blight. Turned your skin to stone bit by bit. It was just a matter of time, a few months or a few years, until you were petrified completely. No one knew where it came from, but they did know that it was contagious, so they locked them all up. Here in the Blight Warrens. They needed to keep it from spreading because there was no cure back then. Damn it, was it not enough to leave without our permission, or to return unbidden? Bring these strangers into our home? You knew full well that entering the Blight Warrens is forbidden. How many of our traditions must you trample before you are satisfied? If you so refuse to respect your heritage, you have no place here. As head of the council, I hereby banish you. You are no longer a dwarf. Begone and never return. Begone! You lost your wits. Lemmet just cured your people, her sister and all the others. You left your village to find a way to save them, and she did what no one else would. The words have no weight here, outsider. This is a dwarven matter. Silence. Silence! I will not be silent. You have no idea what Lamed has been through. That's enough, but whatever my reasons, I did break our laws. I did so knowing that this would be the result. I'll accept my punishment. I leave my dwarven pride behind today. Damn it. Climate is leaving? So am I. Well, I didn't think much of us after you shoved us in there to die. It was awfully hard to breathe. We all took our helms off. Climate's going to be banished for breaking our traditions. Then I should be too. As the young lady says, none of us is perfect. It ain't right that Lamet should be the only one punished for it, especially since seeing as she was saving us. Come on, exiles. We'll keep our faces plain for all to see, and our heads held high. Everyone. Nice little bit of solidarity. So that might be why it's only certain ones getting resurrected then. Maybe it was for the dwarves. Are you alright with this? We could go back, we could... What? Pummel the elders with your axe? I know you're not that fledgling adventurer who got knocked flat by hobs anymore. You could probably even defeat our strongest warriors, but forget it. We have more important things to worry about. We haven't found what caused the illness in the first place. It really is the Shadow Keeper again. Well, know what we have to do. This is what it takes to save our world? I'll give up my home and more, Ardbert. Anyway, not all bad. I don't think I really understood before how beautiful it was out here. How nice the wind feels. It is nice, isn't it? And for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here. How did I know? Ardbert, thank you. Hey, Hobson, ugly. Look, I'm running out of insults here and I'm starting to feel bad. Just wake up already. Finally. Well, that was harrowing. But as soon as you started to do that thing, that city decided to rise from the dead. Oh, I suppose it's mostly my fault for not dealing an extra blow or two, just in case. Anyhow, what do you see? I knew it. I knew that Lamet was the only one, was the one who cured the Stoneblight. Had to have been. Saved all of them. They exiled her for it. And then the head of the Council of Elders. It's a problem with, you know, being so up with tradition. Screw people over for doing the right thing. Oh, sorry, I suppose I just wandered off. Got caught up in my own thoughts. Actually, can you give me a moment? Or maybe a while, I'm just not sure what to think is all. I don't want to keep you from your other work, so see you later. Never! I shall be with you always. Oh, hello there, Semtily. Lolly ho! What? I mean, lolly ho? Oh, and lolly ho to you, too. I'm impressed. You knowing to give me a lally ho now just shows that you've really picked up on the finer points of dwarven culture. That really helped, thanks. I was so busy dwelling on that business with Lemmet, I almost forgot the news I had for you about Sophrosine. Remember that Sin Eater I killed in the Blight Warrens? Well, while you were gone, Sophrosine showed up to revive it. I think that convinced me. I mean, remember how I was wondering why Sophrosine didn't revive every Sin Eater we take down, right? Well, I learned from your vision that the dwarves that Lemmet cured of Stoneblight went into exile of their own volition. As you can see, the village was spared the worst of the flood, but the folks that left, well, probably weren't, which means Sophrosine is healing the same people Lemmet did. Right. It's the only thing that makes sense. Those poor souls couldn't go back to the village, so they got caught in the flood. They became Sin Eaters. And Sophrosine is still saving them, even now. And that gave me an idea. As we figured before, Sophrosine ain't alive, but Lemmet wanted so badly to heal the dwarves that it's following suit. Like a reflex its body can't forget. The last time Lemmet saw those folks she healed, they were all helmless, leaving their home for one last time. Probably never forgot the sight of them. So, Sophrosine goes around healing helmless dwarves to this day. See the solution, right? Helms. So simple, it's brilliant. Isn't it just? Not as brilliant as my beard, maybe, but few things are. Now, whether clapping a helm onto Sophrosine will keep from healing itself, I can't say. It'll depend on whether the thing sees itself as just another helpless dwarf. I don't seem to have much in the way of self-awareness, so I think it's worth a shot. Fortunately, we don't need to wait to find out. Came around not long ago, not long before you did. So if we kill the right sort of Sin Eaters, should be close enough to notice. Let's go get it. I'll get to it. One of the two. And there we go. Oh yeah, I got this boy recently. He's a good boy. Like, I was doing the Moogle quests, and I was like, this looks like it would be a really cool mount. And then I found out that it actually was a mount, and spent a while doing the clan hunts. Turns out Stormblood and Heavensward share a currency. You can get a whole bunch per week. I think it's like 500 of the currency per book. I need like 6 books. I've got a battle. Oh yeah, it's these ones. So you need like 3,000 seals. You can get like... If you just do that, like, higher quality ones, then you get like at least 350 per day. I can't bother doing the maths for the smaller ones. Well, that looks like a hunt mob. Aha! free. What we'll do is we'll do some of that, and we'll do some of this. And a bit of that, a bit of this. Wonderful. I like how chill the crystal music is. And now for the big fight. Right, so we've got our ethers, we've got our helms, and now we wait. Once Sophrosine shows up, we'll test out the helm on the bait first. That'll also save us from having to kill it over and over. This feels familiar. Aha, at last! Bit less toppling over on your part this time, if you please. Sleep resistance. Now, charge! As I said, we'll try it on the Lacerator first. I'll give it a bit of a pummeling, then you put it to sleep with your repose. And give me a chance to put the helmet on. Wait, we have repose? Ah, we do. A bit of that. Quickly heal them back up. Right, which one are you targeting? That one. Oh. Completely clicked the wrong skill. What about this one? That one's weak enough. And now this one's weak enough. This one's trying to protect it. some part of it, does some part of them remember? Well, no time to ponder that now. Elms away! Right, I need to keep moving out of there where... so that Giot doesn't also get hit by that. There we go. Repose. Just drag their health all the way up. Perfect. Now, hold still. Ah! Oof, thanks. The helmet got even worse than I just did then. It was our last one. I'd say it. Oh. Please have another line. It does have another line. Wonderful. Right. Now to get the line I missed. Sorry, now that the music kind of like entirely cut out. There was our last one. It stands back up. I'd say it. This ain't gonna end as well as I'd hoped. With even one more helm, I could try again, but... Wait. You have one more helm. Just the one! I've got the same hairstyle as my K-Trio. Well, well. Looks like it's time to take this edict down, once and for all. Together. Wap 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 bam bam wap wap wap. time, we can end this. Now the problem with giving a healer thing some tank armor is that they now have a lot more health. Oh, that works. Get all that cast on that. Nice. Ah! Take that, you pasty bar steward. What you've got there, Simply? Some kind of crystal? Addition wouldn't have saved her. I left. I left, I travelled, amid Ardbert, we found our companions, and together we searched. Are you her, Lamet? Listen, I called you a disgrace before, and my journey was not an easy one. Save my sister, to save them all. I faced a thousand foes. I know, I understand now, and I'm so... But as much as I did, I learned how wide the world is, how beautiful, how cruel, and how much I wanted to protect it. Perhaps it should have been easy for me, but perhaps it should have been easy for me then. Give up my home forever. This greater cause. It wasn't. Hurt so much. But you bore it. You forgave them. You survived. Yes, it hurt. I survived because they were there. Because he was there. Not but you stubborn idiot. Sweet boy. Never did understand what you meant to me. Rest well, Limit. You were the best of us. It's making me all emotional. We did it. I can hardly believe it. This calls for a drink at the Crystarium, don't you think? That silence is you wondering if I want to go home? Well, I can't. Showed my face to you, didn't I? Broke our rules. So I'm thinking I'll give Lamet's way a try. Live proud as an exile. Like all the other folks that she saved. Ah, don't make that face. Nothing a little lady won't solve. This way. And zoom. And zoom. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even know what to do for the rest of the stream, so Ah, that's the stuff. Can I help you? You're staring. Really staring. Do you know you're doing that? Glad you're here. Oh, I know. Huh. You've finally figured out how to tell a joke. Now that's the part where you stare all misty-eyed into the distance, right? Anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Firstly, well, you've been following along with my crazy plans this whole time, but I never really said how much I appreciate your help with Sufferscene and Lamet. Thank you. And I think you deserve to know something else too. You're the elder who exiled Lamet? That was my great-grandfather. He's remembered as the greatest warrior of our kind. I always wanted to be just like him. Strong, honourable, protect our traditions. But Lamet? She saved so many from their suffering. Those dwarves might not be here today if she hadn't cured the Stoneblight. And he took away her home forever. Hard to see that as anything other than cruel. Tradition is important, but it's not the only important thing. Kindness, empathy, love. This world and the living, breathing people in it, they matter more. That's what I learned from all the folks I shared drinks with. From Lamet, and from you. I intend to keep learning, here in the city, with my face plain for all to see, and my head held high. So, you know where to find me next time you want to share a drink. But, I know our job is done, but you'll always have a place at my side, you hear? Oh. How sweet. Now, I'm pretty sure that this quest... Yeah, this can be done by like any role. That would be like an extra part to the role quests. But I feel like I've done enough speaking for now. And I might actually just end stream because we did do like I think we're like an hour and a half earlier today. So yeah. We might be back later, we might not. We'll see. I shall catch you all later. Thank you anyone that has stopped by. And yeah. Bye.